The stage is set for the quarterfinals of the 2025 NCAA Division III Women's Soccer Tournament. Championship is number 5 Pomona Pitzer tries to punch their way through to the Final Four for the second time ever, while the second-ranked Eagles of Emory University looking to get back to the Final Four for a second straight season. Coig will have the long throw chance just past the Generals bench. He'll go short for Jenkins. Jenkins to Seifa, into the back of the net. Washington and Lee scores, and the Generals go up 1-0. Otney no good. Megan Zimmerman. Sarah Zimmerman. Goal! Overtime winner. Washington and Lee through to the ODAC Championship. Camp onside and into the back of the net. Emory scores first here in the quarterfinals as Michaela Camp has her third goal of the weekend. It's Hall in the corner. Hall curling it in. Loose in the box. Knocked in by Spencer Furman. And Washington and Lee jumps in front. And Emory can rejoice for a second straight season. The Eagles will advance to the national semifinals. Emory makes it through with a 1-0 win over Pomona Pitzer. And for the third time in school history, Emory will play at the final site for a national title. Ryan Connell, Kaden Buss here with you in Lexington, Virginia for number 18 Carnegie Mellon and number 9 Washington and Lee. The Generals in the white going right to left here in the second half, while Carnegie Mellon in the black uniforms will go from left to right. Sarah Zimmerman ready to get us underway here in the second 45 after scoring her 17th goal of the season, her 12th in the last 7 games as she scored in 7 consecutive contests for the Generals. And Washington and Lee will put this one deep into Carnegie Mellon territory to get the second half underway.
Someone to watch for the Tartans is going to be Audrey Bianco. Bianco, not really that active in the first half. She actually was substituted out halfway through it. She scored the goal yesterday for them. Has been their best offensive player all year long. So 23 is who's going to have to generate the offense in the second half.
Bissinger back for Avery Hanna. The Generals in that first half controlled the bulk of possession, especially in the first 15 minutes or so. Carnegie Mellon put on a good stretch run of about 5 minutes of possession in Washington Lee's end. They couldn't break through. The Generals came down and scored, and from that point forward, the foot was back on the gas for Washington Lee in that first half.
For Coach Pins, that has to be your message. You have to have your foot on your gas. You can't play passive. You can't just try to let that clock run out. If you get a second goal, your odds of winning this dramatically increase. So you need to keep that foot on the gas like you said, Ryan.
Elizabeth Perry steps up to boot it forward. Tartans have really controlled through the back, just like they did yesterday against Scranton. It has been a connection of passes in the final third of the field that has struggled for CMU, and something that they will have to improve upon if they are trying to find a goal in this contest. That one intended for Helen Otney, bounces into the midfield for Sarah Zimmerman. Strong challenge there from Vivian Wang. Wins the ball back.
One of the things about this Tartans offense is they seem to be a little bit overly patient, not attacking right away and taking advantage of when Washington and Lee's defense is out of position. Instead of taking it back, dribbling it back, letting the defense of Washington and Lee get set up. You're letting your offense get set up as well, but by taking that extra time, you're not going to have the gaps in the defense and those quality opportunities we've seen for the Generals.
Another ball knocked forward by Bissinger. Collision at midfield will result in a free kick for Washington and Lee. It's good conditions here today in southwestern Virginia, about 60 degrees and sunny. The only downside, some substantial wind all afternoon. Gusts of up to about 25 miles an hour this afternoon. Steady wind at 15 to 20. And the wind blowing in the direction in which Washington Lee is going from right to left. Back to the back line, intercepted by Helen Otney. And Locatelli holds the ground defensively as she takes a tumble.
Otney going to be credited with a foul, but she was someone who was really active in that first half. They built a lot of offense, threw her up top throughout the first half of that first half. Coming out the gates, making a play right away in the second.
It's Margarita Mamoli or Carnegie Mellon in the midfield. Mamoli got a lot of run in the first half for the Tartans and is out there to start the second 45. Elizabeth Zimmerman takes it back. Locatelli, again, so calm and decisive at center back.
Clotter in the midfield almost gave it right to Zimmerman for a pick six, if you will. That's where Clotter can't dribble it back and look to her back line. She's got to go. She had an open person right about midfield. That's got to be your message to your squad. You have to go and go quickly if you're this Carnegie Mellon team. You have to catch Washington and Lee off guard with a counterattack. Because so far, they haven't really been able to build offense against this back line that stayed strong for the Generals.
Aubrey Dunbar. Far side for W&L. Otney too far in front of Dunbar. A very active sideline for Carnegie Mellon. Just trying to get the Tartans situated where they like. Out for another CMU throw. This one comes to the back line. Plenty of time and space for Taya Spellmeyer. Spellmeyer had Wang moving forward, just couldn't get it to her.
That's where you kind of want to work it to Damyanova, who's right here at midfield. She would have had perfect triangle passing to find Wang.
So it's the Generals in the middle of the field, executing that precision passing. Again, Zimmerman. Here's Elizabeth Zimmerman. Elizabeth Zimmerman into the box. Deflecting on through. Aubrey Dunbar saved by Kellogg. Otney finishes it off. Washington and Lee doubles up their lead. It's 2-0 Generals.